I'm going to show you how we can turn the structure, the blocks we've made, and the biome we've made into our own real quick basic dimension. In order to do that, super easy. Here in the mod elements section, who would have guessed? We're going to click right up here on this green plus sign, and this time we're going to choose the dimension option. So for the name of my dimension, I'm just going to call it the moon, because that's what it is. And from inside this section, you've got a whole ton of stuff that you can choose from. Your main filler block. This is all the blocks where, well, it's pretty obvious. The main block of the dimension, like the stone block for the overworld. Cool. The main fluid block. Fluid for lakes, like the water for the overworld, lava for nether. There's no fluid in the end. So for me, I'm going to choose, what do I want to be my fluid? I'm just not going to have, there's no water on the moon. So I'm going to have more moon rocks. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll make it covered in the moon dust I made. What kind of biomes can spawn in this dimension? Well, for me, just the moon craters. For now. Sky fog color override. This is what color your sky is going to be. So I'm going to do mine kind of like the end. The sleep attempt result. If you try to sleep in a bed, you could have it explode. You can just deny sleeping, or you can just allow it. I'm going to let people sleep on the moon. I don't mind. Imitate overworld behavior. Let's see. Do you want weather and stuff in the overworld? I don't. As a sky light source, I'm going to say no. Do I want dense fog? I think that could be kind of cool. I'm going to try it. Does water vaporize when you pour it out? Yes, it gets absorbed by the earth. Can the player respawn here? Yes, they can respawn here. Over here on the side, you can see that we have the different types of worlds that we can generate. So we can spawn worlds like normal worlds, worlds like the nether, and worlds like the end by changing this drop-down menu. So if you are looking to make a world like the end, for example, where there's those giant floating islands, or if you're trying to make a world like the nether where you have, it's kind of like the interior of a planet, that's how you're going to change that. So we'll save this mod element. Well, we're not actually ready yet. Let's look at the bottom. Let's go over to portal. And inside here, do we want some kind of dimension portal? Some kind of nether-like portal? If you disable it, you can write your own code to create a way to enter this dimension, but to keep it simple, we're not trying to code too much in these tutorials. So we're just going to leave the portal enabled for now. And now we need to choose some kind of frame that we're going to build our portal out of. So for example, when you go to the nether, you use an obsidian frame. Hopefully some of you guys have at least experienced that. For this one, I have it in mind what I'm going to use later on, but I'm just going to make this moon rocks. Okay, portal frame block particles. So do particles come out of the frame when it's lit? I'm going to say, I'm just going to have ash again come out of mine. Does it make any kind of a sound? Actually, I'm going to make mine silent. I don't want it to make any sound. Does the frame emit light? I'm going to say yes. When you put all the blocks together, it is very bright. Okay. Okay. And then we need some kind of tool that we use to ignite this portal. I'm going to just call mine the moon portal igniter for now. And I don't have an item for this. The portal block texture, this is going to be what appears inside of your portal once it's lit. So I'm going to give mine, I'm not going to make an item texture, not right now. And then if you look at triggers, this is some very basic block code that we can do. But for now, we're not going to mess with these procedures. We're just going to save our mod element. And it's going to be angry at me. It wants me to create a texture for an item, very specifically for an item. So I'm going to make it this. Very basic. I'm going to save my texture as an item. I'm going to call it Moon Igniter. And again, I'm going to change this later on. Okay. So let's go back. Once we've saved this texture, we can close it. And we'll go back to our dimension settings. And inside the portal igniter item texture, we're just going to drop that cute little face we made. Save the mod element. Cool. And I'm going to save my moon base. And let's go ahead We're gonna restart Minecraft. See it pop up here in just a second. We'll do single player. We're gonna keep using that MCreator's test world that we used last time. Just a creative world with I know what I'm doing. Thank you. And worst comes to worst, if Minecraft ever crashes out after you hit that I know what I'm doing button, just create a new world when you're testing your mods and stuff. Okay, so I can build a portal out of moon rocks, and I need a moon igniter, which is this smiley face. So now I'm just going to make my portal. That's probably not tall enough. And then you can see that sand texture I used earlier. That's what's showing up here. I could have made this something transparent and animated and cool, but we're just going to use this sand for now. And you can see, here I am in my new dimension. And it's super dark. It's super, super dark, which is actually pretty cool and pretty spooky. I turned that dense fog setting on, which is why it's so dark. But play around with yours. See what you can get working. I love this. I love this a lot. And I can't wait to build my other planets now. And other biomes. So I think that wraps it up for this video. Pretty basic, getting your own dimension set up. But once you do, there's a lot of really cool stuff you can do. Okay. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until next time.